To perform first setup on Samsung Galaxy S26 Plus, first of all, you will need to power on your device. Mine is already powered, but for you it's pretty simple. All you have to do is click and hold this button right here until your phone vibrates, and then screen powers on. When your phone is powered on, we can choose a language that we want to use to navigate our device. We can also go for the calls in case of emergency, or you can also enter accessibility settings and that way adjust overall accessibility for this device. When it's ready, let's click on start. That way you'll be able to pick a language you want to use to navigate your phone. And I'm gonna go for the English United States. Then we can agree to anything that will pop up right here for review. Of course, you can read through it, and if you do not accept, you won't be able to proceed with the setup. That means you will need to return your phone. But anyway, I've accepted everything, and then we can proceed. After that, we can perform easy setup with another device. So if you want to transfer your previous phone to this one, you can go for Galaxy or Android device, if that was a Galaxy or Android. If it was iPhone or iPad, select this and follow instructions on screen. But in this case, I want to perform the setup for brand new device, so let's set it up manually. Then we can choose network that we want to use for our phone. We can skip it, but I'm not sure if you can continue setup without the network. So in this case, I'm gonna select the network, and then I'm gonna enter a password for it. Okay, so the network is connected. Now it will enter service provider setup. We need to restart our device to continue the setup. Okay, after reset, we can connect our phone with mobile network. You can turn it on and off right here if you have a SIM card inserted. Then we can continue to the next step. Here again we can connect to mobile network, and you can transfer eSIM. If you had eSIM on your previous device, you can transfer it to this one, or you can set up eSIM by scanning QR code. Of course, as I said, you can enter SIM by opening SIM tray right here on the bottom side of the device with a SIM ejection tool that also comes along with it. Simply open it and then you'll be able to insert that card. But in this case, I'm just gonna rely on the Wi-Fi settings itself. Let's continue without the SIM card. We can copy apps and data from our previous phone. As I said, let's skip that. I want brand new device. If you want, you can click on OK and then follow the steps on the screen. Then you can sign into your Google account. It's optional, you don't need to do it. If you like, you can. If not, then simply skip it. Then we can protect our device with a password. You can add face recognition, fingerprint, PIN, password, or pattern to set up lock screen. If you like, choose one of the options. If not, then skip it. Then there's Google services like location tracking, the phone number verification, and any other options. You can read through everything, and then if you agree, go to the next step. You can choose your default search engine as well. In this case, Google, and then it will probably ask us for the browser as well. Nope, it doesn't. Then you can log into your Samsung account if you want, of course, because I think we should be able to skip it, forget, and then set up later in settings. I'm gonna sign in later to my account, so we can just skip all of those options and then choose our Samsung services like auto blocker, customization service, personal data intelligence. You can also switch display mode to light or dark. And install recommended apps. In this case, I don't want to install some of those apps. So, or actually, let's just skip through it. It will be faster. But if you don't want to, then you can just unclick anything from this list. And we're all set up. Our device is fully set up and you can start using it. And that is basically everything. Thanks so much for watching.